Hi, it's Brett, and today what I'm doing is I'm showing you my new LadyShip blender. I've had one of these blenders now for about 8 years. This blender here is old trusty, and I've been using it pretty much every day to make a smoothie in the mornings. And as you can see, the jugs, it's got a little bit worn and faded. It's been hammered pretty hard, this machine. There's really nothing wrong with it other than it's just getting a bit old and tired looking. The mechanism itself is all fine, and this blender is still going 100 miles an hour. The blades are still sharp and everything, so it's pretty amazing how long these machines last. But I thought I'd get a new one because I make a lot of videos and I want a nice shiny new machine for my videos. So what I'm going to show you is the new one that came, and this just came in a couple of days ago. So I'm going to unpack it, show you what's inside the box and what you get when you buy a new LadyShip. Awesome. So they do give you a couple of books with this machine, which is a recipe book, a couple of recipe books actually. One's made in Taiwan and one's more English, and also a DVD that gives you instructions on how to use the machine and what you can do with it. So those are really helpful. And then you get the parts that come with this machine. So I'm just going to put this out on the table and basically unpack it all for you. Alright. So this is pretty much it. So as you can see, that's got a nice shiny new jug on it. I'll just unpack this and put it together, and then I'll explain how this machine actually works. So this jug, it's got the removable lid, and as you can see, this lid has a hole in the top, so you can actually have this little spout on the top for putting your liquids in while you're using the machine. So while it's on the blender, you can pour liquid in the top, or you can take this off and actually drop solids into here as well. These are pretty amazing jugs these things have on them. And by the way, this is a filter. So this filter slides in to the jug, and as you can see, there's a little plug on the bottom here that comes off. So the liquid can actually come out the bottom of the jug. And this is a pretty amazing difference between this blender and most other blenders, is this tap, which you can put on. And so as I was showing you before, you can actually pour liquid in the top here, or solids. And so if you want to, you can continuously feed this machine. And it actually has a feeding spout as well, which goes on the top. So you can put your chopped up fruit and things on the top of this machine. You can see it's got quite a large surface area, and things won't drop off anywhere. They'll fall into the machine, they'll get pureed up inside there, and then they'll have to pass through that filter. And there's a finer filter as well, so you've got 2 grades of filter, a coarse and a fine. So if you wanted to make something like nut milk, you can actually put the fine filter in here, and you can constantly feed the nuts and the liquid in the top, and you'll get nut milk coming out by opening this tap. That's what makes this blender really unique, is the ability to do that, to have a continuous feed. So it's not just a small machine that will make one serving, but you can make multiple servings for lots of people. Good for a party or something like that. And also these jugs, they're pretty amazing because this plastic is flexible. So unlike other jugs, if you drop this on the floor, it's not going to break or crack. That jug will just bounce off the floor. And it's BPA free plastic, so incredibly resilient, safe and clean for food as well. And this is another thing I've noticed about this blender over the years I've had mine, is the mechanism on the bottom. And you'll notice that it's this odd shape, but it's actually soft rubber. And it's the same with the drive on the actual machine itself. It's almost like not a hard plastic, but almost a semi-soft plastic. And so these don't wear at all, crack or show any signs of wear and tear. I've got my old one here, this is one I've been driving now for over 8 years, and there's no wear or tear, signs of wear and tear on those mechanisms at all. So that's pretty amazing. And what you'll find with these jugs is, because they've got these surgical stainless steel blades in them, they've got 6 blades in there, that will puree anything you put into it. So I usually put in my whole fruit with skin on, your nuts, it'll puree them down to super fine very, very quickly. So that's the LadyShip blender. Yeah, so it's well worth getting hold of one of these. If you're looking at a blender, comparing it to other machines that are out on the market, this one is ultra reliable, super good price, and you'll really enjoy using this every day. So I hope that's been helpful, and yeah, check out the other videos to see all the recipes and the smoothies that we make with this machine.